Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Brazil, welcome back to Monster Sport de Recife. Things have changed because the State League games have gone in. It means that there are now 6 games in the month of April. I will get the month right. So we're going to split it up. We're going to do the game against San Lorenzo, and then we're going to do a highlights package of the game against Nautico, and then we're going to show the game against Independiente in the Copa Libertadores. Just going to show those 3 games for today. We'll work out when we're going to come back. We may come back for the Corinthians and Alianza games at the start of May. Not 100% sure yet on that. So let's get into it. The first game of the episode, it is our first Copa Libertadores game of the save. San Lorenzo. Team is Saulo, Wellington, Tim, Sabino, Rafael Tia, Uathan, Watson in front of them, Caceres and Neresi in midfield, Felipe on the left, Lopez on the right, Rodrigo up front. Let's go. And we are underway here. And the first chance of the game is a Caceres corner in towards Tahir. Hit the woodwork and cleared away. Good first chance there for us. And Fernandez keeps it in. Counter-attack is on here for San Lorenzo. Tackled by Uathan, and it's going to be a free kick. No card given though. Thought there might be at least a yellow come out for him there, as he seems to go through the back of him. Independiente Medellin have gone 1-0 up in their game, in the other game in the group. Watson goes up for that, misses it. Fernandez now into Sabella. Rosana goes all the way back to the goalkeeper Batalla. He's ball up, he's headed by Tahir, and Uathan can nod it into the path of Thiago Lopez. Neresi now, into Rodrigo, inside right channel, goes back to Uathan, looks at ball over the top, headed away. Neresi was in if that header was missed, and Sabella into Breda. Breda back to goal, goes to Sabella, and all the way back to Zapata. Peruzzi in the right fullback position. A little bit wider outside of him is Suriti. Infield to Razan. Ball over the top. Fernandez is in behind. Fernandez one-on-one, and Saulo makes a save. Gets down. It's a poor effort. It was straight at him pretty much. And 8 minutes in, it is still 0-0. Corner kick by Rojas. Left-footed, outswing, and Sabino can get it away at the far post. Breda can try and run to the byline. Goes back to Razan. Into Breda. And Rodrigo can cut that out, and that is really well defended there. Under a little bit of pressure, we've done a very good job. And Rafael Tahir will take this free kick. Rodrigo wins the header, but it's only as far as Rojas, and Sabella now can give it to Flores. Flores under pressure, gives it back to the goalkeeper, Batalla, and he looks forward for Barrero. Into Fernandez, Breda, but Uathan cuts it out, and now Thiago Lopez into Neresi. This game is very, very quick, very action-packed. Watson into Rodrigo, nods it down for Thiago Lopez, into Everton Felipe, who slots it beyond the goalkeeper for his 4th goal of the season. 13 minutes in, Monster Sport Recife 1, San Lorenzo 0. Rodrigo went in field, went to Watson on the halfway line. His ball over the top. Rodrigo nodded into the path of Lopez, who played the through ball to Everton Felipe. First time shot, beat the goalkeeper. It's 1-0, 13 minutes on the clock. And that's our first real opportunity, our first shot on target. And we are ahead. And we're dominating the stats thus far. Possession-wise, though, we are behind. They're playing a 4-4-2. As Caceres will take this corner. Ball in. Sabino gets up. And Sabino gets the second. 23 minutes in. It's 2-0. And this is a great start to life in the Copa Libertadores. Caceres with a corner to the near post. Sabino gets up. It beats Batalla. And it's 2-0. And hopefully we can get out of this group with no trouble. As Everton Felipe's ball in is headed away. Wellington Tim, very deep. Can bring it forward under no pressure in towards Thiago Lopez, who puts it in. Flag stays down. That was the first thing I looked for then. He was free at the far post and just side foots it home. 3-0, 25 minutes, and this will do our goal difference the world of good. Wellington Tim here picks the ball up. He has so much space, so much time, and that ball is exquisite right onto the right foot of Thiago Lopez as he side foots it in. 3-0, and I feel like this is job done very, very quickly here. We go top of the group as Allianz equalise against Medellin in the other game. As Pedro Neresi now can drive forward. That ball is cut out by Flores. Fernandez. I've got to say, San Lorenzo have looked threatening in some of the highlights. So we don't want to give a goal away, especially 5 minutes before half-time. Let them back into it, because a 2-goal lead is one of those. It's a very, very precarious position to be in. As that ball over the top to Fernandez, gets to the byline, pulls it back towards Breda. He goes across to Sabella. It's put to Cerruti, and Ezekiel Cerruti fires it in from the right hand side. It's 3-1. We have conceded that goal, and now the pressure is on, because let's get into half time at 3-1. That's their first real chance of the game. We have been on top of the stats. Let's not do anything stupid, as we've got about 15 seconds left, plus whatever the referee decides to add on. Wellington Tim now towards the byline, cross it, cleared away, and Oh, wow. It hit our own player and he was offside. So, that, you know, wasn't good at all. We've had lots of shots so far on target. I'm happy. Players are motivated. And hopefully we can go out here in the second half and just keep things tight, keep things simple, do the job that is expected of us, and run out here as victors. We don't want to concede a second. If they get back to within a goal of us, we could be in some real trouble. As Pedro Neres now into Thiago Lopez, who fires it in. Keeper doesn't move. It's 4-1. We reinstate that 3-goal lead that we had, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered. 4-1 up, and we restore that 3-goal lead. There's no worry now about where the next goal will go. If San Lorenzo would have got that next goal and it had been 3-2, this last 15 minutes or so would have been nervy, and I'm talking so much I forgot to make substitutions. Let's see who's having a poor game. Solo's having a poor game, but we can't do anything with him. We haven't got a right back on the bench either for Uathon. Right then, so it's going to be based on conditioning then. So Everton Felipe for MT, Rafael Tehia for Alamo, Rodrigo is going to come off for Paraguay, Neresi for Bruno Mateus, and Thiago Lopez for Jean Botero, as we look to finish the game strongly with these players on the pitch, and hopefully we can turn in a good performance. Some of these boys, I don't know if they were on quick enough to get a rating. It doesn't seem like they were, as nothing's going to happen now as we get into injury time. Oh wait, there's something late on. It's not going to make any difference either way. It would just harm our goal difference if San Lorenzo are to get another goal here. Hausch gets the ball in, spilled by Salo, and somehow it stays out. It hit the post, and it's 4-1, and it's going to finish that way, I think, as well. Not really enough time for anything to go down. 10 seconds left, plus whatever the referee decides to add on. As that ball over the top is too long, Batala can collect it, and he'll just hold on to it. 93 minutes has elapsed, and bang on 93 minutes, the final whistle goes, and in our first Copa Libertadores game, we have won 4-1. Clinical performance, Thiago Lopez with 2, and that is exactly what we needed to do here. Great performance. Monster Sport de Recife 4, sorry, get it right, San Lorenzo 1. Right then, highlight package of this game against Nautico in the State Championship first leg final. If this game goes according to plan and we absolutely smash it, we won't show you the second leg. There's no point. Team is as follows: Melson in goal, Hernandez, Ryan, Alamo and Ernesto across the back, William Oliveira in that defensive midfield role, MT and Bruno Mateus in the central midfield areas, Jadison on the left, Thiago Lopez on the right, Paraguay on the right. It's not going to be that team because Hamilton's going to come in the defensive midfield role, and Harrison is going to play instead of MT. MT is actually going to play on the left hand side instead of Jadison. That's what we're going to do instead. Let's get into it. Nautico versus Motorsport Recife. Let's go. I forgot to hit record. We are 3-0 down here in the first leg as Leandro Carvalho is in behind again, and he hits the woodwork, and that should have been 4-0. That should have been Leandro Carvalho's hat-trick. We have been awful as John Carlos puts that ball in, headed away. Carvalho picks it up from distance over the bar. He has been at the forefront of everything good they have done. We have made 5 changes at half time, trying to get something out of them. Just a goal, just a shot. I mean, we've had one shot that was on target. Harrison with the ball in, headed away. Botero now on this right hand side. I know we went weaker, but I didn't think we went that weak that we were going to get absolutely battered here. Renzo into Hamilton. Hamilton now back to Hernandez, into Jadison. Jadison once again, little 1-2, picks the ball up, infield to Harrison, switch ball to Botero, and Tavares can nod it back to the goalkeeper, and we just haven't looked like creating a chance. That ball long, Pato Inzeda, Carvalho into Eduardo, and as soon as they get it on Renzo, wow! The chip over the goalkeeper, for all the world that was heading in, and somehow Renzo got back in the nick of time to get it away. Raldi now into Pato, Eduardo. They're playing like us so quick. Pato fires over. They've missed a few glorious opportunities here. It's still 3-0. Can we get something out of this game? Yuri now will take this free kick short to Raldi. Kamatonga back to Yuri. We know we'll be the more dominant team when we play at our place, but a 3-goal deficit is something that's going to be difficult to overcome. 4 will be virtually impossible. Carvalho hits the woodwork, and Carvalho should have had about 6 today. He has been so good. And Hernandez now will take the throw. We have gone very attacking, just in the hope of... I didn't want to move the defensive midfielder into an attacking midfield role because I wanted to keep that protection, well, the whatever protection Hamilton's provided today, because he, as a 6.5, he hasn't been the worst player, but he hasn't been great in that role. Ralny now, back to Kamatanga. Yuri goes forward to Guilherme Costa, and Hernandez is going to get himself sent off for a second yellow. Gone through the back of the player. When it rains, it pours. Hamilton will go back to the left back position for the final 5 minutes as Guilherme Costa hits it, and Malson just dropped it onto the post, and how that didn't trickle in I'll never know. Botero over halfway into Guimaraes, little 1-2. Botero, can he get the cross in? Pulls it back onto his left foot, now onto his right foot, gets the cross in, headed away by João Paulo. Botero again in towards Jansen, headed down. Kamatanga heads it away, and Eduardo can bring it out to Leandro Carvalho. Carvalho now over halfway on the left hand side to Tavares, and that will be the end of the highlight here, and it will be a 3-0 defeat. That is utterly disgusting. We have been absolutely played off the park there. We have done nothing of any note, and I am not happy in the slightest. Nautico have come here. They've beaten us by 3-0, and someone's getting a pay increase because he's played 10 games. So frustrated. So frustrated. Right, so we're going to play the Independiente game. We're going to come back for the Corinthians game and the Alianza game at the start of May. We're going to play through the Independiente game, the Nautico game, the Santos game, and the San Lorenzo game. We'll come back for the second league game of the season and our fourth game in the Copa Libertadores. We'll let you know how we got against Nautico as well. Very disappointed with that 3-0 defeat. Second one of the season after that 2-1 defeat to Cristal, where we won the tie on penalties. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time, where hopefully we can rescue the state championships and we will have one foot in the next round of the Copa Libertadores.